Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, it's impossible to see the Raiders and Steelers in Pittsburgh and not think of our namesake, the late, great John Madden, and the Immaculate Reception game, which celebrated its 50th anniversary yesterday. It was December 22nd, 1972. So this game, a nice little nod from the schedule makers, no doubt. And the Raiders have gotten a little bit of revenge in recent years. They've won 4 out of 5 and have a 17-13 all-time advantage in the series. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And
he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Steelers at 2-12 in what has been a tough year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. First down, Jacob Eason. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing is Eason. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down, here's White. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action, it's Eason. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Pickett. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They run straight ahead here with White, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Eason to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Third and long for Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 29, Eason. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Eason sets to throw it. Johnson with, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Eason. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Pickett backed up into his end zone here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Pickett. This one finds Austin out right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Eason. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. White now with the read option. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Opting to run again here with White. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Eason. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, this is White. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run for it. This is White. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth for the Steelers first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Harris running straight ahead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Pickett. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Callaway on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these 2 defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Eason. It's caught here by Adams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, they'll run with White. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They stay on the ground with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason. Catch made. It's Moreau. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's White. Touchdown! Zamir White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame woofing has turned into results.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Pickett. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Pickett now on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Eason's throw hauled in by Washington. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Here's Eason off the play fake. That's caught. It's James Washington. Nice job there after the setback, 11 yards, and now it's second and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. On second and goal, Eason. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. First and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit. So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Here's Pickett. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, no.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jayon Brown in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
Pickett to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Well, this fan base on a losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but